Hello Pisces and welcome to Truth Well Told Tarot. This is Andrea and I'm here to do your January 2026 tarot reading for the month ahead for the sign of Pisces. Sun, Moon, Rising in Venus, so I hope you're well. As always, the reading won't be for everyone. Take what resonates for you. So welcome Pisces, I hope you're well. Let's start with your reading. I'm going to start pulling from the Angel Answer deck. And what I've done is I've taken your yearly 2026 tarot reading, which I will link below, and pulled out the relevant month. We have the Hierophant. I'm going to take this as an influential theme for you for January 2026. We're also going to pull some additional tarot cards week by week to go through the energies. Let's start with your Angel Answer message. What do we have for Pisces? Remain positive. So there's a reason to remain positive. Remember, what we put out is what we get back from the universe. If we vocalize negativity, this can be we get that kind of energy back. Positive mindset. Let's see what we have for you. Let's pull a romance angel message. What do we have for our lovely Pisces in romance for January 2026? We have keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Could be some advice for you in terms of romance for January. And let's see what we have for you as a money message. What do we have for our lovely Pisces? Thank you, angel, spirits, guides, messages and guidance for January 2026. We have successful funding. Your idea is divinely guided and supported by the same infinite wisdom of God that gave you the idea. Do not allow money concerns to prevent you from turning it into reality. Crowdfunding, partnerships, and other investments are available to help you. Feels quite a specific message for you here, Pisces, for January. All right, let's see what we have for you. We're going to start with week 1. What do we have for our lovely Pisces? What does Spirit want us to know? Message for Pisces. We have the Seven of Swords. Week 2, we have the Ten of Cups. Week 3, we have the Devil. And week 4, we have the Two of Cups. Let's pull some additional cards to go deeper into the reading. Deeper understanding, deeper insight. What do we have for our lovely Pisces? Thank you, angel, spirits, guides. Week 1, we have the Page of Cups. Week 2, we have the Ten of Cups with the Nine of Pentacles. Week 3, we have the Nine of Swords and the Devil. Week 4, we have Judgment. So Pisces, we have the Hierophant. The Hierophant can be linked with a higher power at work. You might be feeling that in your month of January. And it can manifest as a person who might be helping you, supporting you, guiding you, a teacher, a mentor, a holy person, may well be significant for you for the month of January, may have meaning. It can also be you might be becoming a teacher, a mentor, a guide of some kind. You might guide someone else. It can also be very powerful in terms of stepping into higher positions, this kind of card. So for some of you, there could well be an element to that. Very powerful also to do with traditional institutions, So education, teaching, religious institutions, marriage, long-term committed relationships, buying a home together, moving in together, having children, adoption, taking the next step would be connected to the Hierophant, the next traditional step. It's also very powerful in terms of fields like police, universities, health institutions, legal institutions, governmental institutions. So you might well be connecting to one of those institutions, or that could well be a focus for you this month too. But very positive in terms of answered prayers, higher power at work, guidance, teaching. The Seven of Swords and the Page of Cups. It's a scenario here, Pisces, where someone's opening up to you. Someone has something to say. This can be very powerful in terms of love romance. When we talk about keep an open mind, again, higher power at work in this scenario, sometimes we just have to move forward in faith. This is somebody is opening up, somebody is speaking to you, talking to you, expressing feelings for you. Page of Cups can be a very heartfelt energy, very attractive energy as well, very attractive in terms of we feel attraction, we feel chemistry, we feel flirtation, we feel fun-loving. So this can be somebody is opening up for you here. Could be asking you out, connecting you, deciding to talk to you, but this has potential. This is the very beginnings of something new. I feel that this is something that's going to surprise you in some way, whether it's in terms of an existing relationship or whether it's in terms of a new one. It just feels that sense of keep an open mind. It might well be in an existing relationship. This is somebody who is expressing love, affection, desire in terms of how they want to move forward with you. And it's about being open. Certainly in terms of new love, though, this is really positive in terms of the very beginnings of something new. Flirtation, heart flutters, fun-loving, connection, attraction. You might find that in the first week of January. Beautiful energy. We have the Ten of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles. So this can be a really positive sign for you here, Pisces, in week 2. For those of you in Money Matters, the Nine of Pentacles is success in money, business, career, financial, a sum of money. This is getting what you deserve. You've worked towards this. You've worked to get this. This is kind of your reward. So there is that feeling here that you might experience in week 2 where you just think, yeah, I'm reaping the rewards of my labor. It's happening. All the effort, that work, that those late nights, the staying at something, it's all paying off because, again, there is a flavor with the Nine of Pentacles of material success, financial success. It all comes back together. Again, the Ten of Cups is very powerful to do with family, everyone being happy, everyone feeling fulfilled, everyone feeling content, satisfied. It's just a lovely energy in terms of everything coming together and feeling really positive and optimistic, and you might have overcome something and you're getting the kind of money and everything's falling into place again. So this is just a really positive sign of that scenario. It can, again, depending on what stage you're at. Again, the Ten of Cups can be long-term committed relationships as well. And it can even be money on that basis. It can be very positive in terms of family as well, wider family. Everyone really being happy, everything falling into place because, again, there is positive things happening with the money. We can also say here, Pisces, again, if someone was wanting to do something and it involved money, this can be that scenario of, let's do it, we've got the money, we can buy that new home, or we can do this with money, we can do that with money. We have the money that we need to do the thing that maybe this person wants as well. Certainly in terms of a relationship, it could even be marriage and long-term committed relationships as well. So in an existing relationship, that could also pan out for you as well. It can also be family giving you a sum of money as well with this card too. But these are beautiful energies together. A lot of fulfillment is what I'm seeing here with these two energies as well. We have the Devil and the Nine of Swords in week 3. Yeah, this is when we can be tempted. You know, the Devil energy can be a negative influence for us a lot of the time. So it can be a person, place, situation, something causing you stress, worry, anxiety. I mean, the Devil can be, you know, physical desire, passion, but knowing it's not for your highest good. It can represent an ex coming back on the scene. It can represent being tempted in terms of behavioral patterns of other kinds. So somebody who has an addiction, a vice, a behavioral pattern, obsessive behavior, jealous behavior, critical behavior, undermining behavior, controlling behavior, call it what you will, whatever that behavioral pattern is. It could well be that there is a level of, or even somebody who plays games with your mind, somebody who is manipulative in terms of causing you stress and worry and anxiety, and knows exactly what they're doing, but they do it for their ego. You might be dealing with that kind of scenario. You know, the thing about the Devil and the Nine of Swords is having the opportunity to see through it, having the opportunity to see through the illusion. Again, what is making you feel like the Nine of Swords? Stress, worry, anxiety, sleepless nights, over-worrying, overthinking, over-stressing. It's a mental energy. But it's when our mind can, I always say our mind can be our best friend or our worst enemy, but with this energy, it can be when we can really be, you know, negative in our thought patterns, what we're focusing on, obsessions. You know, this can be very powerful on that basis. So it can be an external influence here, Pisces, doing that for you. So it might well be here that something is happening here where you might need to see through the illusion of someone, a place, a person, a situation, to understand what's going on and to get that perspective. It might well be in week 3 that that's necessary for you. I mean, I can describe the Devil as a neighbor from hell, landlord from hell, you know, boss from hell in terms of work. It can be to do with relationships as well, or exes coming on the scene, or it's a tempting energy as well, because we're always tempted with what our weakness is, you know. Doesn't necessarily mean that you might not like the place where you live. You might. It doesn't mean that you might not have friends where you work. You might. There are always things that will tempt us to stay in a circumstance. But this just feels that sense of there is that level of temptation, but it's also having an opportunity to see through the illusion and see this Devil energy for what it is. Now, we can also fall into our own behavioral patterns here as well, Pisces. So it could well be wanting to fall back into a behavioral pattern yourself. Again, addictions of any kind, vices of any kind, obsessive behavior of any kind as well with this energy. What if this happens? What if that happens? What if the other happens? You know, always trying to foresee everything that could go wrong can keep you stuck in life, you know, and limits our growth. So this can be when we're overdwelling or overthinking in the wrong direction on things that haven't even happened, but we're expecting, we're predicting, we're feeling, we're wanting to resist that. And that stays us stuck in, attached to the Devil energy. Because remember, these two people, the chains are of their own making. The Devil can't really forge those chains. These chains, you know, are loose. These two people could easily take those chains from their neck, you know, through their head and release themselves from that scenario. But we can sometimes give prey to behavioral patterns, certainly thought patterns in terms of where we place our focus that don't serve our highest good. So it's about being aware of that and again, seeing through the illusion of that and understanding what it is. It is the mind. and how we can sometimes be obsessive within ourselves, or give into temptation, or fall into old behavioral patterns, or overthink something to a point where it keeps us stuck. These can be that scenario here as well, so bear that in mind. We have the Two of Cups and Judgment. And it could well be here, Pisces, the energy with the Two of Cups, if it's linking in with, again, this Page of Cups and the Seven of Swords, this can be a call to action. Now, like I said, this could also be a bit of an X. So it could well be some significant life choice, life decision in terms of which way you go. You might have an opportunity for a real chance in terms of love and happiness, or deepening that in some way with someone who matters to you. This can be, do I further this now? Do I take action in this direction? Even though I'm fearing everything that could go wrong, do I do it? For some of you, it could also be that there's some tempting influence around you as well, like an ex, for example, but it's not limited to that. Judgment is a call to action. It's asking us to make a life choice to do with a partnership, a relationship of some kind, two people who have a really deep connection, a soul connection, attraction, chemistry, deep knowingness of each other, shared values, shared outlook, very, very connected energy. So this is that scenario with Judgment of, it's a call to action. The time is now. Which way am I going to go? Do I go for this? Do I take action? Do I move forward with this person? Or do I move in a different direction? Or do I not? If we don't make a judgment, it still is a decision in the eyes of God, Spirit, the universe, and we live with our choices or lack of. So there's something very timely in week 4 where we have to make a judgment call. And it's about choose wisely, because the decision will stay with you for quite some time, if not permanent. If it was somebody who was trying to tempt you back, again, that level of reconciliation, again, you choose whether you give someone a second chance or move in a different direction. These energies can be quite karmic. So for some of you, I feel that there could well be a level of pure love available to you, where there is an opportunity to keep an open mind and see where that moves forward. There could also be a situation where an ex might well be returning on the scene, trying to tempt you back, trying to reconcile with you. And it's about choosing the higher path, the right decision for you. The right life choice is what you're being asked to do here. Now, Two of Cups can also be, it's not limited to love, romance. It can be to do with friendships. So it could well be giving somebody else a chance in terms of friendships, reconciled differences, can be to do with family, can be to do with other areas of life, such as, work scenarios as well, partnerships of other kinds. So there could well be a judgment call here to make, whether to start a partnership, put differences aside and reconcile. But this just feels that sense of, it's a karmic choice, and it's about learning lessons from the past. Sometimes we can hinder our growth, sometimes we can hinder our progress, and sometimes we can be tempted in the wrong direction and choosing not to do that this time because you're wiser. So these are the energies at play. It feels like connecting to higher purpose, higher path is what I'm seeing for you. I also want to say with this successful funding, this would be really positive on that basis. With the Nine of Pentacles. So for those of you who are looking at funding, the go-ahead in terms of funding, week 2 is extremely positive for you. And like I said, there's something to keep an open mind here to do with love, romance. But I also feel that there's a level of temptation here. And that devil energy doesn't necessarily have to be. It can be the two of you making a judgment call as well, especially if it's to do with other life areas. So, for example, like I've spoken about, career, business, boss from hell, workplace from hell, unethical, immoral, ego-based, likes to fuel, competition and doesn't support, development. All of these kind of things can be like devil energy, glory seekers. Again, neighbors from hell, landlords. Call it what you will, however that would manifest for you. These can be life choices and decisions that affect two people. And it might well be that you're trying to sort something out between week 3 and 4 on that basis, and feeling it's time to deal with this. You've learned some kind of karmic lesson, and it might well be that you're seeing through some illusion in terms of how you need to move forward. It can also be making choices to do with someone else who may have a behavioral pattern problem. All right, Pisces, let's see what we have for you. What do we have for our lovely Pisces? Let's pull you a number. What do we have for our lovely Pisces? Thank you. Yeah, lovely. We have number 55, adventure. So 55 might well be a significant number for you, and combinations of that. It is a powerful combination, 55, because it can be 10 and 1, which can be linked with endings, beginnings, change. But adventure is linked to this, so always lovely to see. And certainly in terms of love or something coming up for you here, there is an opportunity to go on a new adventure, whether it's to do with an existing relationship or new. All right, I'm going to finish off by pulling 2 angel and ancestor messages for you. Message for our lovely Pisces, thank you. We have Mirror Guardian, take time to reflect. And bottom of the deck, we have Magic Guardian, unlock the magic within. All right, let's see what we have for you. Mirror Guardian. Take time to reflect. Take some time to reflect on your strengths and challenges and how far you've come. Recognize your gifts. You are a beautiful being who has surmounted so many challenges and expanded in so many ways. Your angels are now guiding you to take inventory of your life, to take the time to note all of your recent experiences, the challenges you have surmounted, the strengths you have developed, and the lessons you have learned. Your angels want you to reflect on your strengths, in particular with those aspects of yourself that you feel have not been acknowledged by others. Offer yourself approval where it's due, and know that when you give yourself credit, others will be able to as well. Let's have a look at Magic Guardian. Unlock the magic within. Stop looking outside yourself and recognize that you have incredible power within. You are the magic. You are the answer. You have it all within you. If you've been searching for an answer or a reason to focus, recognize that all you are looking for is already within you. You are powerful and you are a powerful and magical person with the capacity to direct your intentions and will your desires into being. But your power can only be powerful when you own it. So take time to acknowledge it. Your ability to dedicate yourself to a goal and make it happen is a real gift that you are being guided to recognize now. Pisces. That's what I have for you for January 2026. I hope you enjoyed your reading, found it helpful, useful. If you did, please do like, share, and subscribe. I wish you a wonderful January, and I will see you next time.